After following Dean's historic victory last week, I was back racing this week for round 2 of MB Raceway's Winter Series 2026. Funnily enough, this is my first event of 2026. Let's see how ring rusty I am. Back running my Yokomo SO2. Q1, 17 laps and a 3:14.28. A solid start, but looking at some of these times in the group, it was going to be a really competitive night. Q2, 17 and a 3:03.93. 4 seconds off an 18 lapper. Some really good solid consistency from me here. I was dead pleased with this run. Q3, well, do you know what? The less we can say about this, the better. Sometimes it just doesn't go to plan. Anyway, this places me starting 5th in the D final. Let's see how we get on.
Wish you the best luck out there, putting you on to 10 seconds.
So in the bright orange car under the MB model sign, 3 seconds to go, let's go. Yeah, steady start, not dropped any places yet. Over the kicker for the first time, round the hairpin, over the hop, over the gap, hairpin. Ooh, picked up a place over the ripples. So I'm up to 4th. Solid start. Come on, Brem. Kept a tight line there because I knew he was breathing down my neck a little bit. Over the jump. And the hairpin. Ah, of course. It was going to go wrong somewhere. And that's where it's gone wrong. Thank you, Marshall. Picked a place back up immediately. So I was at the back. Now I am lying in 9th. 5th to 9th. Come on, Brem. We can improve here. Don't panic too much yet. I don't think we've done a minute yet. So the race will come to us as it is doing there. There's 2, maybe 3 places. Let's see when we cross the start-finish line now. We were in 9th. We've jumped up to 7th. We'll take that. There's another car upside down. I'm battling there with Paul. Get back on terms with him. So that's picked up another place. Around the hairpin. Oh! So I caught that white car. That kind of spun me around and questionably whether I cut the track or not there, but we'll turn a blind eye. In future I need to pixelate those sort of events, don't I, and say nothing to see here. Over the gap jump, round the corner. Where are we going to be on this lap? So we're in 6th, so we're still down a place, which is a bit disappointing, but there's Paul. Paul's a steady racer, so let's see if we can catch him. I knew I'd misplaced that double jump then, so I just backed off and rolled it. Over the gap, just caught a pipe there. Come on, pushing a bit too hard on these corners. Down the steps. A bit squiffy then, down the steps. Round the corner. That's better. Ran a bit wide though. Let's let Harvey gain right up behind me now. So, ooh, wheel to wheel bashing now. Tried to get back up the inside immediately. Look for the inside gap there. Looking again, just tagging the back of Harvey's car. Round the big sweeper, over the gap, over the kicker. Harvey's really dragging me around now. Over the gap jump. Piling the pressure on. We're straight back up with Paul. Down the steps, I'm looking for the inside. Look for the inside again. I am trying to find a gap. But without taking him out, obviously. Just ran up against the back of him there. Look for the Jonny Skidmore inside cut there, but that weren't on. Just backed off a little bit, but I'm right on him down the straight and we're side by side for a moment. Did I back out? Did he back out? Or just tagged the wheel? So I've ran a bit wide, got a bit excited there, so I'm through. Harvey's got the inside there. Yeah, just tags me, but fair racing, it was wheel to wheel action. No dramas. Good pass in fairness, buddy. Round the corner, through the sweepers. I know in my head I were a bit miffed at this point. I was like, oh, that were a good battle, but somebody's got to come out on top, and today it wasn't me, and that's it. It's all gone pear-shaped. So that was a big crash. I just tagged that car as he was upside down the steps. Come on, Brem, put your head together. You're now in 9th. I don't know how that's happened. No, it's because I were upside down. That's how that happened. Two cars battling there. That should be a couple of places again. over the top. Yeah, it's back to 7th. So 5th to 9th, up to 6th. Oh, it popped a wheelie there. That were a bit odd. Let these cars go. Trying to get out of that white car's way then. Oh, cars going everywhere. Over the double. Round the hairpin. Come on, Bren, stick with it. Oh, I've just tagged that car. And that, I don't know yet, but as you can tell by that front left wheel, that's a bit of a catastrophic failure. And I did say to the marshal, and I shouldn't have done this, I said leave it there, but that's not the right thing to do. If it's damaged, it should be taken off the track. So that was little inexperience on my part. I did think it was safe and out of the way there. Wasn't worth risking a marshal running across the track, but as it's been pointed out, the right thing to do is to remove the damaged car off the track. So we'll know that next time. Anyway, I've stood back and I'm looking around all disgruntled and disheartened, and then I realised Hassan's racing, so I'm looking for Hassan's car and we'll follow that. Is that him there? Where is he? Coming down the steps? No, coming across the start finish, down the steps. And I start to follow Hassan for a minute. Race is finished, so we'll follow him to the line with his beautifully painted blue Xray. After a great battle with Harvey, I've got to admit I'm a bit gutted to have DNF'd. But you may have seen the short video showing how after a couple of heavy impacts at the front brace and hinge pin decided to abandon me. Oh well, that is racing. So that brings us to the A-Main. With some big international races on the horizon, Team Associated UK on the day of the B7.1's launch had hired MB Raceway for a day of testing and development. And with the Hall brothers in attendance, was this finally the day that someone could overhaul the MB final boss, Jonny Skidmore. Q1, with Tommy TQing round 1, maybe this was the day for an upset. Q2, this time it's Jamie Hall topping things, as Jonny abandoned his run after 12 laps. The pressure's building. Q3, well, better late than never. Jonny finally put a run together to take the top spot, with the MB regular Ben Simpson from Team Associated taking 2nd place and Will Skidmore abandoning after 10 laps. A tiebreak for TQ honours sees pole go to Jonny, with Team Associated's Tommy and Jamie and Ben taking 2nd, 3rd and 4th, before Jonny's wingman in 5th. And a special mention has to go to a great friend of the channel, young Alfie Lee, being pipped by Team Schumacher driver Ben Stevenson. A seriously impressive drive, Alfie, considering he's running a 6, maybe 7-year-old Yokomo YZ2. Anyway, let's see how the A-Main goes. A-Main, here we go. Jonny on pole. Let's see if he can make a break from the start. So we've got an Xray and then 3 Team Associated B7s. A gaggle of B7s chasing him down. Can he withstand this American pressure? Looks neat and tidy so far. Expect nothing less from the top runners in the A final. Tommy's chasing though, over the double. Oh, he just got hung up on a pipe, so Jamie's to the point. Down the steps, round the corner. Let's let Jonny just escape a little bit. Probably put maybe 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds into him already. Now will they all get caught up battling each other now, or are they going to catch him? Round the sweeper at the bottom. But it looks like Jonny's starting to check out. Even race control saying the same thing as me. Looks like he's checking out. Great to watch some of the really big names of the sport turn up at MB racing though. I've got to admit, it was a cool night. So we've got Jonny, Jamie, Tommy and Will in 4th place, hunting them down. In all honesty, it's a really good position for Will to be in at the minute. Obviously he wants to be in first, but sitting behind the 2 Hall brothers, looks like they're going to start scrapping between themselves for 2nd place. And when it all goes wrong, which I don't know if it will or not, but he's in a great position to take advantage. Coming up to back markers already. Jonny's obviously working his way through the field. Oh, that's an upside down Schumacher, I think. Around the hairpin, over the hop, over the gap jump. Will's applying pressure. Loads of pressure Will's applying there. Back marker's a bit slow to move. Back marker's a bit slow to move there, but they get the job done. The Hall brothers are having a terrific scrap. Oh, and it all goes wrong at the bottom. Oh, so an easy pass then for Will, straight into 3rd place. Sorry, 2nd place. So normal service on a Wednesday night is resuming. We've got Jonny starting to check out at the front, Will doing his best to hunt him down, and Ben, always the bridesmaid and never the bride, in 3rd place. So the 2 superstar team associated drivers getting schooled here by Ben Simpson. Great drive, buddy. Yes, you're no slouch, I know, but you know, trying to big you up, pal. And in fairness, Ben isn't that far behind Will. That's Will coming over the gap jump now, followed closely by Ben. So Will can't take his foot off the gas here, although Ben just gets hung up a little bit on a pipe there, maybe trying to a bit too hard. So Jonny definitely having the run of the meadow here, checking out from the start. We've got upside down cars, Marshall's scrambling to get them. There's a gaggle of cars in the midfield that Jonny's having to negotiate now. Oh, this could be carnage. So 30 seconds left to go. We've got Jonny, Will, Tommy's managed to come back into 3rd position. Ben in 4th. Seth Soleto's having a really good drive as well, up in 5th place at the minute. Last 10 seconds, this will probably be race to the line now. Over the gap for the final time, round the corner. And what was scripted on paper to be quite a battle turned out to be a bit of an easy victory in the end. Well, after some early pressure, the Hall brothers challenge ultimately came to nothing, with the Skidmores finally coming out on top from the Battle of the Brothers. Toodle pit racers.